Hello, beloved. I thank you so much for your time and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This will be your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions slash life coach sessions. Those will be once off and not monthly. You can only book me for those directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon if you'd rather join my Patreon instead. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google. Search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. Without further ado, let us tap in and find out, why were you spiritually led here? What is here for you, beloved? Why did you resonate with the title? And why did your own YouTube algorithm present you with this message? Let us tap in and talk to God, okay? We have the Hierophant energy, okay? We have the Ten of Wands. Okay, so at this time, somebody's carrying a cross that's too heavy. Like, there's a person who's on a path of life that right now, in their present time, they're faced with something that they can't take. Like, they can't take what they're facing. We have the Two of Pentacles. This person is someone that is slowly falling apart within themselves. Like, this person, the way in which they're falling apart within themselves, it's that fall apart that, like, you need God to revive you out of it. It's that falling apart where life beats you so much and so hard that you don't have it in you to keep going, and all you have in that time, in that moment, is having to face your maker. It's like one of those, you know how life can get so bad that, like, you ask God, like, why, what did I do to deserve this? Even if you didn't believe in God at first, or even if you had no awareness of God's real energy and who he really is. So with that being said, you need to understand what's going on with someone here. It's like someone is meeting their maker. They've reached a point in their life where they're, like, literally surrendering to God and feeling like, you know what, I have nothing else that I can do at this point but to give it to God. Even, it's like, it's ironic because this is someone that lived their whole life being against God. Anything that was God based, this is someone who would purposely be blasphemous about it, right? Whether it's be a good person, this person would deliberately want to be a bad person. Whether God says, love thy neighbor, this is someone who would purposely kill, steal, and destroy, harm, cause pain, spiritually or physically, emotionally and mentally. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So right now, how I'm channeling this person's energy is like they never thought that like they would have to face themselves in the way that they're having to face themselves. They've lived this life entirely based on a certain way of living that like they never thought that they would ever abandon their way of life for anything or anyone. They will always be set in it. But this person's path of life has taken them to it's like they need deliverance. They need an exorcism. They need savior. They need salvation. Like someone needs to repent. This person has been trying to fool themselves into believing that things are not the way they are. Because, like I said, they never saw this coming. It's like ever. This person thought they would die a certain way. They had surrendered themselves to their way of life that much where they thought that they would never have to abandon anything about who they are because they had completely found themselves. That's what they thought. Let's tap in further, okay, to this message. It's like God waited for this person to want him. God waited to be wanted by this person here. But all this person kept on doing is literally pledge their allegiance to the darkness. Like they continuously pledge their allegiance to the darkness. And right then and there, they cursed themselves. Yeah, we have the Empress. Now this person is at a point in their life where they want to be a wife, they want to have kids, they want to marry, but no man will ever look at them as anything more than a good fuck. Okay? This is a woman that would purposely make men cheat on their person. The adverse effect of that karma is them being seen as nothing more than a good fuck, because that's all you are to the men. You didn't want anything else to do with the man outside of make him cheat and sin. So you'll be perceived in a sinful way. You want to be a wife, but all you're good at is throwing it in a circle. You want to be a wife? You know what? Look, we have the Empress to the Emperor reversed. No one will ever want this woman here. They've cursed themselves. This is a woman that will never find love. Imagine living your whole entire life making other people, like, it's like this woman was the reason of heartbreak in relationships that were meant to stand. Like, relationships that were meant to stand the test of time. This woman is the type of woman who would target people in committed relationships and strive with motivation and drive to ensure that the man cheats on the woman. This is a woman who will perform rituals of sex magic to make themselves the ultimate temptation, and they've done so for more than half of their life. They've been like that forever. So they curse themselves continuously until they're nothing but a curse. It's no longer like they're cursing themselves, they're cursed. So cursed that even a man that will see them as the ultimate greatest fuck would never want to wife that shit. You sin so much, you lose yourself in the sin, knowingly wanting to lose yourself in the sin. And then when the sin drowns you, what else do you expect? Other than to die. It's like this woman will forever never find love. Like, it's a curse. These be the women that choose the darkness. They choose. Imagine watching somebody in a happy relationship and seeing them prosper in their life with that person, not knowing what them being together is meant to do for their community or their bloodline. You choosing to sabotage that, you're standing in the way of destiny and fate. So many ancestors have watched this woman destroy what they've built. These ancestors that would bring these two people together. Let's say this man, their bloodline is meant to be cleansed by them having a good woman by their side. These ancestors of this man would push him to be with the woman. A bitch like this will come and throw ass at the man's face and also take it to the degree of haunting the man with sexual dreams. This is a woman who is a rapist, a spiritual rapist. Literally. So with that being said, the karma meant for someone like this is severe. It's a lifetime based. This is not the karmic that you'll just clear and your life will be okay. No. They will forever, even in death, they will go to the same ancestors who walked the same path. Ancestors that were harlots and prostitutes. Ancestors that were temptresses and ancestors that were femme fatales and seductors. They'll go to the sex dungeon with them. They'll repent even in hell, in their deathbed. We have to be careful what we do. We don't know what we're doing when we do it until when it's done, we see what it really means or what it meant when we were doing what we were doing. Because when we were doing it, we didn't know that what we were doing meant what it meant until we saw what it meant. Sis gotta go to the gynae, first of all. Sis has STD, HIV, second of all. The gynae is merely just to cater to the smell because there's no cure for herpes. Lifelong. You are Eve. So many Adams that this woman has fed the red apple to. Their serpent. Oh. You're Eve. I don't feel sorry for someone like this. They don't deserve that. We have the high priestess reversed. This woman is a curse to any man that ever lays hands on her. This woman is a curse to any man that ever lays a hand on her. This is a woman that when a man is done with her, they wish they never even dealt with her. Imagine being that cursed where that's all you are. A regret to everyone who's ever connected with you. So right now, how I'm channeling this woman's energy and what I'm seeing is like they're at a point in their life where comparing themselves to you is bottom feeder. It's like they that's the least of their troubles right now. To be a doppelganger and want to look like you and be like you, this that same hoe. Right now, their life needs her to wear her big girl panties and actually look in the mirror for a change and go to the gynae. Lifelong karma. You have the title card. Confirmation. Forever, ho. You'll suffer forever for what you've done. Hello Kitty casket, ho. That's what we give doppelgangers the name. Hello Kitty casket, ho. An early grave. Hello Kitty casket, ho. An early grave. You are sowing those seeds. You are Eve. The things this woman has done. This is the same woman that slept with her father. This woman has done that. Her own father. She's Eve. She made her father Adam. You cursed yourself right then and there. Bloodline related type curse where even anything that comes out of your vagina, anything that comes out of your womb, it's not just gynae related, but even spiritually that should stink. Even spiritually, don't have kids because man, you want them to be, you want to it's like at first when this woman was doing what she was doing towards you and towards everyone, this woman, she's done everyone that she was ever connected to wrong. She's done everyone that she was ever connected to wrong. Anyone that revealed any level of good to this woman, whether showing up in a loving way for her, catering to her, helping her, comforting her, emotionally, mentally, anyone that has ever given any ounce of good to this woman, she's so cursed, she can't transmute the good to anything else outside of hate. That's why everyone that ever touched this woman, whether friend, parent, lover, colleague, spirit, energy, it just turns to nothing but a curse. It just perishes. Oh. The things this woman has done, her own father. I mean, the level of darkness and the times we live in, we shouldn't be surprised that things like this happen. We should just talk about it more. The Four of Pentacles. Like I said, you being her wanting to be your doppelganger, standing in the way of your life, thinking she's Regina Georgia from Mean Girls and you're Lindsay Lohan. Like her thinking that she has been this way and she's just now just still being herself with everything she's done to you. You understand? You were her last straw. You were the last straw. You're the one God sent to avenge all the others she has hurt. You're the one God sent to show her who God is. It's only just the beginning, sweetheart. Hello Kitty casket hoe. Sis, it's only the beginning. Life is going to be so long for this woman. She's not going to die now. She's going to literally watch the people she separated with sex magic, targeting men in their dreams and raping them, having these men think it's them with these wet dreams, but it's her. Having these men trapped in the mind and in the heart, thinking it's some form of power tool. That same thing is going to be the reason she has herpes, or rather is the reason. STD, HIV. The same reason why down there's things coming out. She has no one but herself to blame. Go look in the mirror, ho. Twerk on that dick, right? Swirl on it, bitch, right? Seven of Swords, it's catching up to this woman. This is the same woman that wanted to be you so bad. Spent years of her life throwing witchcraft at you to bind your energy to hers so that with her opportunist ass, she can swap destinies. But the opportunity that she took is the same opportunity that is getting her to where she is now. Because who does she think she is? It's like the ancestors were waiting for her to target you because they knew you were the one that was going to redeem all of them. These are the same ancestors that were pushing the divine masculine to be a better person. Watching a hole like this, throw it in a circle, sending sex magic, and tainting and perverting a man's mind and heart and spirit with her energy. Because that's all she is. She's a cursed person. Oh, cursed pussy. Kitty. Hello Kitty casket hoe. The things you've lied about, you don't want them out. Okay. It's like the ancestors have a personal vendetta against this woman. These are ancestors that are now having to cater to a broken heart of their own lineage because a woman like this cursed the lineage. You know how many people this woman has infected? You know how many people this woman has raped? This woman is disgusting, perverted, sick-minded, ill, and completely a curse. We have the Knight of Swords reversed. This is a woman who God gave a choice to in the beginning of her path of life. When she was facing her traumas, she had the decision and choice to be better than the trauma, but she chose to cause trauma to others, making her trauma a part of her in that way and enabling herself to be cursed as she continuously chose to be blasphemous in her identity by choosing to sin and loving it. Right? Hey, this woman has a lifelong, it's like, you want to be a wife, sis? Sis, you want to be a wife? Whoa, like you were really a big dreamer. You have high hopes. You have ambition. But you should have tied that ambition to actual goals, not your pussy. Go to the gynae. Sis. We have the Five of Cups reversed. This woman, beloved, she targeted you not thinking that you were her executioner, her last straw. She didn't know that you were the one that was going to deliver her to God. Because now it's no longer, I'm popping pussy, I'm wiggling it in a circle, I'm throwing it back. It's like, damn, I can't even get a few feet from a man without them knowing I have stank pussy. When I could have had ambition and goals to my passions and skills and talents. But my only skill and talent, sis was only good at throwing it in a circle because that's all she ever invested her time in. Her energy is tied to a sexual curse that will forever linger, even to those that come after her. You want to birth a child with herpes? You want to birth a child with STD? You want to curse someone else so that they curse another person? You will curse yourself? Oh my God. Hey. Sis. God met this woman, asked her to change her ways by continuously pushing her towards a path of healing, giving her people, places, things to help her out of her trauma. This bitch chose it. Continuously hurt the same people that didn't cut her. And now she has no one left but her darkness and that coochie hoe. And you're not Sukiana. We have the Queen of Cups. Oh, the things you lied about, you don't want them out. Okay. Don't play. Sis, beloved, the things that I'm seeing, I don't even know if saying it is gonna curse me. Right? I really don't know, like genuinely. Oh, when you now have to take ARVs and you have to curse to your herpes, STDs, and your sex demons, you'll be thinking back to the time you made him come because that was your only efforts to be anything in life. A good for nothing, calm activator, ejaculate activator. And because he was doing this to men, so it's right to throw pussy at a man because men, quote unquote, love it, right? It's right. I will rape you because either way, you like it. Bitch, you're sick, ho. Sis, you're sick. And now your sickness has no cure. It's not back then when God was pleading with you. It's right here when God is sending you to your hell. God gets tired too as he rests on the seventh day. God gets tired of, please, 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 I love you, come to me, please, please, I love you, come to me. And the thing, I feel so sorry sometimes for God, because it's like, imagine now this the same bitch that's gonna go to church and want to pray and want God to deliver her from this, when there's someone with herpes, STDs, and HIV right now because of her. Purposely, she did that to another person. Oh, risky commitments. Risky commitments. Being with someone like this was always a risk to anyone, friend, lover, parent. This is the same woman that will sleep with her mother's husband because she hates the mother, instead of leaving the home and being anything else outside of a curse. Because you're not doing it for her, hoe, when you're fucking him. This is shit we don't talk about enough. The things people be doing. Because the father even did that with her, it just shows how cursed the bloodline has already been. You just choose whether you want to live as the curse or break it. This the hoe that chose to live in the curse, hence she is one. This woman, the witchcraft she sent your way, you are not supposed to be alive right now. She's a murderer and a rapist. She rapes with witchcraft and she kills. There's a man right now that's traumatized in a relationship with someone, thinking that he's having wet dreams about a woman and something's wrong with him and he's fucked up of a person. But it's a bitch with stank pussy sending him dreams. The karma that this woman is due for. Why would you do that to another person, sis? Go to the gynae. And don't try and fuck him to help you or her. Because you can't pay for it. Because all you've invested your energy in is good pussy. We have the high priestess reversed. This is a woman that let herself go at a young age. It's like she literally was doing this from 14. It's like the years of her life when we were all unbeknownst to things like that, or when we were all in that age trying to like figure ourselves out. This one was the one in the teacher's classroom on her knees when everybody else is out. Ho. We have the Ace of Swords reversed. And God tried to say, girl, please stop spreading this vibration to the world. Stop being this way. And this woman took it as, oh, who's this supposed God telling everybody how to live, until how to live the way that God says is what you need. Hey, we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. How are you able to look at your father in the eyes? Oh, you do witchcraft on your own father. You send sex magic to your own father. You are that sick and dark. Like, beloved, this woman is not Jezebel. This woman is not Yemaya. She's not Oshun. This is straight Satan. Like I said, this witchcraft is going to rot this woman, and not just down there. It's going to rot her mentally, emotionally, spiritually. No ancestor is going to be able to bargain for her in the spirit. Please open up this door for her so she gets this opportunity for her life to be better. Please help her heal her mind from that trauma. Please heal her heart from that emotional scarring and tearing and wound. God is going to say, but look at how many people are scarred because of her. Look at how many hearts are broken because of her. I have to start with them first and then end off with the one that made them like that, because they're crying to me also. So I must help the ones that she caused this to first before she gets the help It's her karma. God will start with the ones that didn't deserve that. Hello Kitty casket hoe. It's like men, even if a man would ever want to love this woman, they would never be able to look in this woman's eyes without seeing a curse. It's like, damn. You throw it in a circle and then what? You have nothing more to offer. I can't take you anywhere. Since this woman, all she wanted to do was take man into a world of sin under the moon energy, that same moon energy will follow her. It will follow her. It's like this is a woman that can't help the fact that all she wants to do is sleep with a man and throw it in a circle. She can't help it. She's tied to that energy to the point where everyone can get it. She's community pussy. Pussy. Go to the gynae. She hates you because you're the one that delivered her to her thy kingdom come. On earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. God has had it. God gets tired as he also rests on the seventh day. We have the Eight of Cups reversed to the Six of Wands. I see seven. Listen, this woman, the very same thing that she sent out to the world is going to take her out of the world. Hello Kitty, early grave energy. You sin. It's either you sin and you don't know you're sinning until you know you're sinning and you repent for the sin. Or you sin knowing you're sinning and wanting to sin some more because you're just straight Satan. Satan is God's creation. Fallen angel. No more bargaining for her. Her ancestors no longer have 0 rank because of her. It's like she cursed her lineage. She didn't just, that's the thing with what we do on earth. We don't understand how it affects us after death. It's that same energy that's going to follow you. Those same actions, those same thoughts and same emotions that you bound yourself to and didn't cleanse. It's going to come with you. And it's going to make you in the spirit. Who are you in the spirit? When her ancestors speak about her, they can't even speak about her without shame, embarrassment, and humiliation. Because all the ancestors know that right now, what she's doing is standing in the way of someone else's destiny and fate. And all that she is a cursed person. Hello Kitty. Let's tap in further to this message. This is a very dark message. We're in trying times. It's like the same footprints she's left on earth are the same ones that she has traveled with up to this point. It's like she is Eve. Literally. We all have to break free from Eve's curse. We have to stop feeding the apple to Adam. Stop. Before you were bound to the red apple. And now you can't blame the serpent. You can't blame the snake for giving you that idea because you actively knew better. Hello Kitty. early grave energy. This woman was always cursed. Her ancestors were just trying to cleanse her. They thought they could make her somebody else other than who they were. They know this path. Hence, watching her walk it is actively killing them in the spirit. Literally. Hence, they will not be able to do anything for her. This woman is doomed. Queen of Cups. They wanted her to be cleansed, free. She chose wrong continuously. She chose wrong. This is to say, beloved, this woman coming into your life was God's way of showing you how much of good decisions and choices you made as a woman. God is glorifying your womanhood indirectly. I'm being called to end this message here. This was your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions / life coach sessions. Those will be once off and not monthly, and you can only book me for those directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon if you'd rather join my Patreon instead. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. I thank you all for everything, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.